What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. As y'all can see, I'm inside in the lab today because it's raining outside. So, had to get it in, get that walk in, but I got it in inside. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, Coach. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, Coach. Got my walk in inside today, but even though it's raining outside, but we don't let that stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. We ain't going nowhere because we bad boys for life. So it's Talk to Me, Tell the Truth Tuesday. Y'all know how we do it on Tuesday. I'm going to talk to you, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Yep, I'm going to talk to you, but I'm going to tell you the truth. So you might not like me after I finish. Why is that thing acting up? After I finish saying what I got to say. No, I'm only joking, y'all. I'm only joking. But it's on Tuesdays. We wanna be focused. We wanna have a clear understanding. So I'm gonna talk to you like my boy Petey Green said. We're gonna tell it like it ain't never been told before. So we got to be able to handle it, and and we've been handling it this week or these last 2 weeks, I should say, last week and then this week. We've been handling it, and what we've been handling is the ten elements of customer service mastery. 10 elements of customer service mastery. I've been giving you hopefully these principles that you can use to master customer service. 10 elements to customer service mastery. Last week we dealt with we dealt with the system. Do you have a customer service system? The before, the during, the after, and then your attitude. This week what we're dealing with, the second five. Yesterday we dealt with creating a healthy work environment. What do you need to do in order to be able to create a healthy work environment? And then today we're going to deal with maximizing productivity. How do you maximize productivity? That means getting the most out of the time that you are working. Yesterday I was talking with talking with a business associate of mine, and we were talking about businesses. We were talking about entrepreneurs. We were talking about how people fail to realize, or people just say fail to realize, but they just don't take seriously, I believe, our 168 hours. And for those that may not be familiar with it, 168 hours is how many hours there are in a week. That's 7 days times 24 hours. That's 168. And we asked the question yesterday when we were talking, what are you doing with your 168? And those that understand that, we're all given 24 hours in a day. And we can break it down to a daily. We don't have to necessarily do it 7 days a week. Let's do 24 hours. We all have 24 hours in a day, right? Majority of those hours were spent sleeping, or at least you should be. You should be spending more hours, maybe sleeping, between sleep and the majority of hours you may spend working. Most people, let's say you spend on average at least 8 to 10 hours sleeping. 8 to 10 hours working. But are you really working? And this is one of the things that I found out when I was writing my book, The Customers I Always Write, and I was doing research, and I broke down what our day looks like, right? To see if we're truly, and that's where this concept comes from, about maximize your productivity. You get to work, right? You get to work. Let's say you got to be at work at 9. You get to work at 9. At 9 o'clock, you clock in. You don't go and sit right at your desk. right? Most people, they gonna after they clock in, they gonna go chit chat with somebody, with a coworker, or they might be standing, where they clocked in with a coworker, or at the desk with a coworker. A chit chat for a number of minutes, and they don't really they don't really start working for another 20 minutes, right? So that's 20 minutes of your day. You finally get to your desk. You start to work maybe another 10 minutes later. So you done spent the whole half hour. That's your first half hour. You ain't even got into your work yet. So you get into your work. Let's say you go a little bit, good little bit. Then you take your break, because folks gotta take their 10-minute break, right? And for the for those that smoke, it might even be even more frequent, even before then. But you take that break, come back to your desk. You might have another conversation with another coworker because you need some work done, so you go to see them or whatever. But you get into a conversation with them, about whatever. You might even have a conversation about their family. You might have a conversation about but still not maximizing productivity. Then it's time for lunch. So that's another 30 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on, some folks get an hour for lunch. Some folks get 30 minutes for lunch. So you take that break. You come back, then you gotta rev yourself back up again to get going, to get your work done, to get some work done. You might have gotten a phone call, or some folks may get a text or something like that. Body there. Then they got to take another 10-minute break. And then, by that time, you get your 10-minute break, you come back, you do a little more work. And then, by then, you ready to shut it down. So you cruising that last hour, because you get some work done, but then you got the coworkers that you get into another conversation with, and y'all get to talking, and then 30 minutes out from you ready to to be able to clock out, you done for the day. You may do a little bit more work to close out, but not much. So that's your whole day of putting the work in. Have you maximized your productivity? Now, of course, that's not everybody, y'all. So don't be all up in my, in the comments. That ain't everybody. You do have some people that, hey, it ain't enough time in the day to get the work done. They even take work home. I've done that. We've all done it. But here's the challenge for you. I want you to take it. Y'all knew the homework was coming. I keep telling y'all know the jumper was on. So you know he was going to get to his sweet spot. So here it is. What I want you to do today and the rest of this week. I just want you to I want you to take a look at how you're spending your day. Take the number of hours that you work, on your job. And entrepreneurs, leaders, I want you to do this, the line level employees, that they're going to do what they do. I mean, if they want to do that, I absolutely want them to do that too. Or as a leader, as an entrepreneur, I want you to pay attention to those that work for you and what they're doing. Are they maximizing their productivity? I want you to pay attention to it. See how many, try and figure out how many hours they may be working. And then within that, how many hours are they really spending maximizing their productivity? And what I mean by maximizing your productivity is where you are actively doing your job and it's producing a result that you want. If I know that I have a proposal that I'm working on, a proposal that needs to get done, and I'm spending my day making sure that that proposal gets done, I'm maximizing my productivity. I usually, and this is how I do. So I hope that this helps entrepreneurs and leaders. And I learned this from my pastor years ago. In order to be able to try and maximize my productivity, one of the things he said he does is the night before, the next day, he looks at what are the 3 most important things that need to get done the next day. And hopefully this will help y'all. This will help y'all out. What are the 3 most important things that you need to get done the next day? Those are your top 3 priorities, right? You may have a to-do list of let's say 5 to 7 things, because more than likely you can have a list of 10 things, but you're really not going to get to all 10 of them. That's being real. You don't have enough time. Trust me, unless they're small little things. But those top 3 things have to get done before you do anything else. I'm going to say that again for y'all. Take the night before, if you want to help to maximize your productivity, take the top 3 things that you need to get done the next day, and you work on them, and you can't do anything else until those 3 things get done. And what that will do for you is that will assist you in being able to be active about the projects, and let's call them projects, because any assignment that you have is a project that you need to get done. And you'll find yourself maximizing your productivity when you do that, because what will happen is you'll find yourself, I got to get this done before I can get to this, and those things that were 5, 6, 7, and 8, they become your next 3 things. So you got your 1, 2, 3. If you get those done, then you go to 4, 5, 6. And on and on and on. Those become your next 3, and your next 3, and your next 3, and it becomes a part of your routine. Maximizing your productivity is about being structured, and it's about having a schedule and routine. And that's what me and my business associate were talking about yesterday. Structure and a schedule and a routine. That's how you maximize your productivity. So that you're doing those things that you need to do in order to be able to move you and your business forward. As my mentor, Dr. Will, said, he calls them revenue generating activities. What am I doing during the day that is generating revenue for my business? Or ask yourself this question this week as you're doing different things on your job, as an entrepreneur, as a leader. Are the things that I'm doing generating revenue for my business? Because we can be doing work but not doing work, if that makes sense. Because we could be doing what we want to think is work, but it's really not. moving the needle. It's not moving us forward. We want to act like we're busy, so to speak. So, are you doing those things that are generating revenue for you? I want you to take a look at that this week. I want you to take a look at that today as you look at maximizing your productivity because you want to produce something. And ask yourself this question also, in addition to saying, is it revenue generating? Is it producing results? Is the activity that you're doing producing the results that you need and want for you and your business that day and moving forward? Because I promise you, the difference between those that are successful entrepreneurs, those that are successful leaders, is how productive they are. Successful entrepreneurs, successful leaders maximize their productivity in order to be able to get the results that they want. So are you maximizing your productivity today? I told you, we're not playing around here. We want to be focused. Today the word is focus. Because when you're focused, you're able to do what it is that you need to do, be as productive as you can be and want to be. And you'll find, like I said, you'll find yourself getting the work done that needs to get done. And you won't have to try and rush in the last minute to get things done, or you say, oh, I missed this because of that. Maximize your productivity. Successful entrepreneurs, successful leaders, not only maximize their productivity, but they are good at getting others to maximize their productivity. And that's why you'll have great basketball players like Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, their work ethic, because they were about maximizing their time and being productive in what they did with their time. So be productive with your time. Make sure that you're getting out of your time everything that you want to get out of your time. Take a look at your schedule. Hopefully, if you don't, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, you should have a schedule that to look at your whole day. One of the things that I have is a journal from that one of my clients created. It is one of the greatest, because it's more than just a journal, because it's a journal, budget, a devotional, all in one, and I use it because part of it, she has in it a schedule from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I'm able to write down everything that I'm doing in that time frame, so I can look at whether or not I'm maximizing my time and maximizing my productivity. I can see whether or not I'm getting things done and the results that I want to get. So that's what I want you to do today. Ask yourself this question: am I maximizing my productivity? And then I want you to look at your schedule and see if how you're maximizing your productivity. I want you to start to work on the night before. Write down the 3 most important things that you need to do the next day to get done. And then you don't do anything else. That's the part right there. You don't do anything else until those 3 things get done. And I promise you, as a result of that, if you work at that, you'll be maximizing your productivity, because you'll find yourself getting more and more things done. So that's the concept that came to me when I was writing The Customer's Not Always Right. And because I found that so many people weren't maximizing their productivity when they would work. Trust me, if you have a company and you have your employees, if you create a healthy work environment and you maximize your productivity, we're going to deal with tomorrow the results of that, which is increasing your bottom line. All these two things lead up to that. But customer service mastery is about maximizing your productivity, so that as you get clients and you get customers, you're able to handle them because you have this mindset of getting things done. This is a system I have in place. So I know as people are going through the experience of your company as an entrepreneur and as a leader, as they go through this experience that they go through with being working for you, or as you have the internal customer and external customer, you already have those elements in place in order for you, your business, your brand to be successful. So let's maximize our productivity today, y'all. Take a look at your schedule and see the things that you're doing. And if they are revenue generating activities. If they're not, you got to ask yourself, am I really maximizing my productivity? That's what I got for y'all today. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. from the lab. From the lab. I done had to be in the lab a couple of days, several days, because of the rain. We need it, so it's a good thing. But maximize your productivity today. All right? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. We'll see y'all soon.